Hi, it's Therese. I've been really busy over the past few weeks because I've interviewed many students, IELTS teachers, and also IELTS examiners to find out what were the top mistakes that test takers made during the IELTS exam. So in this video, what I'd like to do is present the most important IELTS mistakes that are being made by test takers. And having interviewed many people, a lot of test takers have told me that the most important mistake that they made was not really understanding the constant errors and the redundant mistakes that they were making again and again. And that's why they had to repeat the exam, because they kept making the same mistake, but they didn't realize what they were doing. Understanding yourself is the most important first step that you can do in tackling the IELTS exam. There's an expression that many of the ancient Greek philosophers embodied. That expression is know yourself, or know thyself. And this expression was used over and over again by Socrates and Plato and all of the great thinkers of our world. Now, of course, we all make mistakes, and it's completely natural to fail again and again, because on that road of failure blossoms the opportunity of success. And so we've all been there, we've all failed and fallen down again and again, but that quality of persistence and that positivity to get up and to keep going after even the 10th failure, even after the 100th failure, is the most important thing. You never ever give up. So knowing yourself, being humble, really kind of looking at yourself and saying, this is who I am, this is what I've done wrong, is the key to starting on that road to doing well in IELTS. The other mistake that a lot of people felt that they make was wasting time. Now, regarding reading in IELTS, you remember that there are 3 long passages in IELTS reading, academic reading. So you don't want to waste time reading for too long. A lot of test takers felt that they were just reading for most of that section and they didn't have time to answer the questions. So what I've warned my students is to look at the questions first so that you know what information you're looking for in the reading, right? So that's really important. You probably don't have time to read the entire passage for meaning. You're looking to answer the questions. Regarding listening, you have a very short period of time to read the questions before the recording begins. So whatever blank period you have in the listening, make sure that you read the questions thoroughly. You might not have time to read every single question, but do the best you can, a type of a speed reading. So any blank period you have in listening, make sure that you're reading the questions so that you can get through the listening as quickly as possible and get your best score. And of course, regarding preparation, a lot of students that I've spoken to have been very disappointed by the fact that they've invested a lot of money into general English courses, but those courses did not help them to do the IELTS exam. So general English courses are not focused on IELTS. The same applies to IELTS courses that are not targeted to your need. So you want to work with teachers or with courses who know exactly what you need. You don't want to waste time doing reading, for example, if you don't need that help. You need to have a teacher who understands you, who understands your needs, and who can help you as quickly as possible. Having spoken to a lot of correctors and also a lot of IELTS teachers, they felt that test takers did not always answer the questions of the writing and also in the speaking exam. So I asked some of the test takers themselves and the students, well, is this true? Do you feel like you didn't answer the question? And many people didn't realize it, but they said eventually yes, they did not answer the questions correctly. So what happens is when people do an exam, they think they know the question and they start writing or they start speaking, but they haven't taken that brief period to really listen or to really understand the question. So make sure that you take a little time to really clarify and understand the question. And if you don't comprehend the examiner, ask her, please, can you say that again? I didn't really understand you. And you're not going to lose any marks for asking the examiner to repeat. You need to break it down, make sure you understand it, and make sure you give a response that answers the question. That is what we call task achievement. Many other people have said to me that they felt that sometimes ideas were not developed enough in speaking and in the writing exam. So when you give an answer in speaking, make sure that you make your point, but also give a little illustration and maybe give an example. This is what we call the pie idea: point, illustration, and example. And this will really help to improvise your idea and apply the same technique to writing. Another famous expression, again from the wonderful ancient Greek philosophers, is the expression nothing to excess. And this idea is that you don't need to be excessive in your approach. You don't need to be overly flowery or complicated in your ideas. Simplicity is better. The IELTS examiners want you to be concise, to be clear. You don't need to use overly complicated language that you might not normally use. So the idea is just use the vocabulary that you know during the IELTS exam, but use it in the right contexts. So if you can master the 4 fundamentals to build your language, to master your grammar, to work on task achievement, and to develop coherence and cohesion, those are the most important things that you can do right now to improve your band score. So just to recap, everyone, identify your goals, make sure that you understand your own weaknesses, and be ready to create a targeted plan to overcome those weaknesses. Moreover, be ready mentally to invest time into creating a targeted plan to study every day, 30 to 60 minutes. Make sure during the writing that you understand the question, and also in the speaking that you understand the question. And when you write or when you speak, don't waffle too much, but keep it concise and keep it clear. Don't spend too much time in the reading section reading the passages, and during speaking, ask the examiner to repeat if you don't understand. So that's it. Good luck, everyone, and hope to see you in our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.